This is chapter 22 of Getting to Know Grace. At the drawing room, Herta and Fabian are having tea. We haven't formally introduced ourselves. My name is Fabian Claude. Herta Richer. May I confess something? I am the Count's illegitimate child. Only a few of my closest friends know. This is quite sudden. There's no need to divulge your secrets to me. When I was a child, others mistreated my mother and me with disdain. Even the servants looked down upon me. We were mocked for looking sandwiched, simply because we were blonde. It's a wonder that these experiences remained in my memory, so that I wound up repeating them myself. Well, they must have been truly painful memories for you. Though it wasn't quite mature. It wasn't all that painful. I felt comfort and joy in some ways as well, knowing that there were people who were held in much greater disdain than me. Herta begins to notice that something is wrong with the tea. The fact that you were comforted just because you were better off than a slave is quite pitiful. She is not able to finish her sentence as her vision gets blurry. What's going on? My sight is blurring. What did you say? I couldn't hear you. Could it be? Did you put something in my... She tries to stand up. I have to get out of here. But she collapsed under her weight. As a child, I often beat small animals to death, since pitiful old me couldn't hit anyone, no matter how angry I was. What a psychopath. That is symptoms of being a psychopath. Hurting small animals when you are a child. So this is a motherfucking psychopath. It would have been nice if you had been there then. While in Grace's room, she is awake. I slept too long. I have to ask Dr. Richard if he has weaker sedatives. Herta? Did she go back to her room? No. When I briefly opened my eyes before, she was speaking to someone. She was talking about going somewhere. Knock knock. Who is it? In the headmistress' office. It's Grace. Miss Grace, up at this hour. I thought you were too sick to even attend mass. That is none of your business. I'm looking for Herta. Do you know where she is? Ah, Miss Richard. She's receiving an apology from the Norton boy. It's fine. Even if something happens, I can say I don't know anything. I can make an excuse saying I had no idea that boy was such a schemer. Alone at this hour? It was unavoidable due to the blizzard. It hasn't been that long. So, where are they? Back to the drawing room where Herta and Fabian are. Such a silly invention. How could they cover such pretty blue eyes? Did he rip her contact lenses off? What the fuck? If you wanted to play the part properly, you should have effused my apology. A true woman of stature would have yelled at me from the door and demanded I find her at her household to apologize sincerely. How much does the princess love you? If she is willing to hide your lowly identity to bring you here, does she not want to be away from you for even a single moment? Or did you seduce that innocent girl and ask her to let you pretend to be a noble? He whips her face. Oh, I was planning on avoiding hitting your face if possible, since I had something to do while looking at that pretty face. In another place, the carriage will be here soon. It would be best to carry out the plan as soon as it strikes midnight. The Duke may want to check himself with it being Mrs. Richard's execution and all. The telegram said he would arrive at the house the day after tomorrow. He is still quite a distance away. I pray that everything goes smoothly. As Herta's father and the servant Mary are discussing the plan. She'd give me something for my niece if I told her they were in pain, wouldn't she? I can't help but think I'm giving more work than anyone else. The young maid eavesdrops on Dr. Richard and Mary's plan. The housekeeper and Dr. Richard? What's going on? Why are they here so late?